And we're driving again, and Dak makes the decision. Probably forced the ball a little bit. Probably should have checked the ball down. So I thought the mix of run and pass was really good, and we were moving the ball down the field. But the 2 turnovers really hurt us.
They gassed you in the running game some, especially. Did that kind of keep you on your heels defensively?
Yeah, that was the biggest issue on defense. Is they were able to run the ball. They ran the ball inside on us when they got down in the red zone a couple times, which is really uncharacteristic of our defense. That's the thing we do as well as anything. So do the gap discipline and just physically getting off of blocks and making plays across the board wasn't consistent enough, particularly early on in the game. I thought it got better as the game went on, but they ran the ball too easily against us.
Did they do anything you weren't expecting from film?
Not really. Not really.
What happened on the replay challenge where you were flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct?
Yeah, obviously on that play, we had a great view of it, and they called it an incompletion. So it was such a big play in the game. You have to use your flag there. We had already challenged a potential pass interference earlier. So in that situation, you're going to have to use the flag to get the call corrected. You're not going to have that for later in the game. So obviously, I didn't handle that situation as well as I should have. I knew we were going to get the play because I saw it, and unfortunately, we had to use the flag there. And he made that decision to throw a flag on me.
Jason, 2 first-place teams, 2 losses. What does this say about your club and where they are right now?
Yeah, not really in the business of that. Just really in the business of getting back to work and trying to get better. Our goal every week is to get better each and every day and practice and get better from week to week. And we'll continue to strive to do that. 2 challenging games. Didn't get it done in either of them the last couple of weeks. We'll learn from the experience and hopefully grow, get stronger, and get better as we go.
Do you feel some of your frustration or the
from the side judge as to why he threw that flag on you? Did you get an explanation from the side judge as to why he threw that flag?
Yeah, that was the play where we had the big completion, and we had to correct it by me throwing a flag, and then he didn't like how I threw the flag.
Do you agree that your emotion there merited an unsportsmanlike?
That's not my decision.
Did you think it was the spiking of the flag or something you said?
I really don't know.
You didn't say.
Did you feel there was a sense of frustration from not getting the call on the Brown interference that kind of seeped into how you reacted on that play as well?
Oh, again, it was just a big play in the game. I knew we had used the flag once, and I knew we were going to have to use it again to correct their error. And when you do that, and the first one doesn't get overturned, you're out of challenges. And so I knew that was the situation. But we had to use it in that particular situation to correct the mistake that they made. And so didn't handle it well. Our team handled it really well, though. I don't know if you saw the rest of the game after that. We completed a 26-yarder on the next play and went right down and scored. So our team did a really good job handling that adversity.
Did you think it was a poorly officiated game?
It's not my place to share my opinion about that.
Jason, should Cam Fleming have had a little more help at all during the game? Because there are times where he was getting beat in one-on-ones.
Yeah, we'll go back and look at the tape. It looked like at first glance that Cam did a good job fighting and battling. They got a good front. Certainly, you try to help them different ways with the protections you call and all of that. But I think for the most part, he stood in there and blocked fairly well, both in the run game and the pass game.
How pivotal was that play on the first drive to Amari? Do you think that changes the tenor of the game, even if it's that first drive?
The turnover?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously turnovers are critical in the game. You only have so many possessions, and you got to make sure you maximize them. And it was such a makeable play. It was a really good throw. Amari ran a good route and won, and just uncharacteristically the ball came out, and they were able to make a play. But you have to put it behind you, and you have to go to the next play.
How do you unpack a game like this where it was competitive at the end, you kept fighting, but, you were down by 24 and really didn't give yourself much of a chance to get back into this?
Yeah, I think the basic analysis is I thought we fought hard. The spirit of the team is unbelievable. The closeness of the team is really strong. You have to play winning football. You can't turn the ball over 3 times, and we have to do a better job defending the run. And if we do a better job in those areas, we give ourselves a much better chance to win this game. So, we'll go back tomorrow and look at the tape and break it down play by play, player by player, what we did, what we didn't do, all of that. But at first glance, it comes down to those things. Turning the ball over, -3 in the turnover ratio. You're not going to win a lot of games. Go back the last 100 years in the NFL and look at that statistic. And then obviously not stopping the run as well as we needed to.
Is it surprising to see Dak make those mistakes in a game where he could make a lot of plays, as you said? A lot of open receivers?
Yeah, the first one was a throw and catch and came out from Amari, so I would not necessarily put that on him. Not that we're in the interest of placing blame here. The other one, at first glance, looked like he was a little aggressive, forcing it in there. And then on the third one, I don't know if you saw the play, but the receiver was contacted the whole time and was pulled down, and there was an interference on it. And again, that goes back to the ability to use that flag late in the game. You know, rather than having to correct a call, you don't have that flag in your pocket anymore. So you know those things are going to happen in a game like that. So certainly a little bit disappointing that way.
Jason, are you frustrated? Are you frustrated?
Again, what you're trying to do is you're trying to learn and grow as a team. And certainly a lot of effort and energy goes into winning these ball games. And unfortunately, we didn't get it done today, but we'll get better for it. We'll be stronger for it. The team will respond the right way.
What do you think of Maher's performance in the two he missed?
Yeah, obviously he missed 2 big kicks.
Lawrence Armstrong had a sack on Rodgers for a loss of 12 yards. Can you just talk about that impact play and his progression?
Yeah, again, I thought our defensive line did a really good job staying after him. He's such a great player. And one of the many things that makes him great is his ability to extend plays and get out of the pocket. And he's got people all around him, and he somehow, some way gets out, keeps his eyes down the field, and makes a ton of big plays. So it was important for us to somehow, some way keep him in the pocket, but then stay after him when he gets out of the pocket. I thought that was a great example of that. Those guys played hard. They chased. They tried to get him to the ground a number of different times, and that was one where we were able to do that, and certainly was a big play in the game.
Jason, it seemed that your players really responded to the emotion you showed on that challenge. Could you sense that on the sideline, and how do you think that emotion manifested itself in the way they finished the game?
Yeah, we just have a lot of really, really great people on our football team, great men, guys who love football, love each other, care about each other, and are going to compete and scratch and claw and fight. And I think it was a manifestation of that. Obviously, we didn't play the game we wanted to play. We talked about the turnovers. We talked about our inability to consistently stop the run. But the fight and the spirit of the football team is there. I thought we saw it, and we'll grow from it. We'll be better because of it.
Knowing how this pass interference thing has been, the challenge rule has gone, do you regret throwing the flag on the Anthony thing, or did you not think that was pass interference?
Just too big a play. Obviously, the standard is very high for them overturning it, but that was more of a situational challenge. I don't think it was pass interference. If I thought it was pass interference, I wouldn't have thrown the flag. But understanding the standard's high because of the situation, you have to give yourself a chance. I thought he did a good job. Oftentimes, when you slow it down, things look a little bit more magnified than they are. But I know it's hard to get those things overturned, but it was too big a play in the game not to do it.
The early word on Collins and his injury.
Hurt his knee, was not able to come back, so we'll see how he does, tonight, and he'll get rechecked in the morning.
Do you have an issue with your kicker? Is that a spot you guys need to look at now?
We'll address it. We'll see what went on in the game. Obviously, there were 2 big kicks that we needed, and he didn't make them, but he's made a lot of kicks for us in the past. And we have a lot of confidence in him, and we'll continue to give him opportunities.
Thank you.
All right, good to see you guys.